My name is Geoffrey Feta. I am the Member of Parliament for Ayivu Division East Constituency, and I'm also the Chairperson West Nile Parliamentary Caucus. Today I have delivered 2 letters, one to Ambaci Massacre victims and survivors of Arua, which also takes care of Ringli Theological College Massacre and the Masacre Massacre victims and survivors. This letter is in line with the 1981 June 24th massacre that took place in the Ambaci mission, where 96 people were massacred and buried in a mass grave. So we have been pursuing a humble compensation from government to the victims and the survivors for such a long time. I am glad to report that after about 4 years of engaging government and engaging authorities, the HE, the President, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, has directed that these people be paid an ex gratia payment. And the directive has come in a State House blue letter directed to Honorable Chiwanuka, the Attorney General, and it reads that payment of ex gratia to Ambaci Massacre victims and survivors in Arua, Ambaci Massacre victims / survivors through the association Ambaci Massacre Victims Survivors Association, represented by Honorable Feta Geoffrey, Member of Parliament, Ayivu Constituency, Arua, brought to my attention the issue of government making ex gratia payment to Ambaci, Ringli Theological College, and Masacre Massacre victims and survivors. I am informed that the government has previously made ex gratia payments to other victims with similar claims. I therefore direct that you work with the relevant ministries to verify the claimants with a view of government making an ex gratia payment, signed by Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, President. And this letter is copied to the Right Honorable Prime Minister, the Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs, the Minister of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, the Minister in charge of Northern Uganda, Permanent Secretary to Treasury, and the Ambaci Massacre Victims Survivors Association, and lastly to Honorable Feta Geoffrey. For Ambaci Massacre, we have just learned that I should say myself has just learned through a telephone call from a victim's daughter that there was a massacre of 8 people in Iwota, and that list has never been attached to any of these claimants. So we are going to make an addendum submission to the list of Ambaci Massacre, because on the list of Ambaci Massacre we included the victims of Ringli Theological College. I also had a meeting with the group that came from Masacre together with Ambaci. So we now want to incorporate all those and handle it as one issue.